Pues nada, vamos a seguir. A ver si terminamos la ciudadela. Tampoco va a ser el primer día que venimos aquí. ¿Qué estamos haciendo? Puño. Dando puñito.
Looks like it's shut down. Enemy contact.
Saco, me lleva. Y dentro, anda ahí dentro.
Shield down.
Eso. Garrulla palmado.
Hold the line. Now I'm ready.
¿Dónde está? Madre mía, el gorila. Ay, que aquí arriba hay uno. Le doy. Sí, puedo dar una mano.
Destroy you.
Perfecto.
Destroy you.
Échate, cabrón. Joder, tengo todos los poderes sin cooldown.
I'm on it.
Ah, queda otra.
I'm on it.
Parecía muerta. Guardemos rápido. Curan a Garrus.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Well,
Buena respuesta.
screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Pistola. Francotirador. Guardemos. Aquí igual hay fiesta. Estoy liando con los controles.
Enemy is everywhere. Hold the line. Hold the line. Wait.
Se ha muerto
Don't
Puño.
kill me, I
Se ha
surrender.
muerto solo.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity.
Yo sí.
Know that.
Sé quién es.
Told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Vaya.
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let's move. We have to save that Quarian.
Pero antes robemos. Yo creo que es la misión de la periodista. Aquí hay más enemigos. Aquí exactamente no. A ver, ¿qué armas lleváis cada uno? Me parece bien. Hostia. RIP. Madre mía, Garrus. Estás en una puta mierda. Está en el culo.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Madre mía, no es sneaky. ¿Qué pasa? Matarlo, hombre, matarlo. Joder, las armas, ¿verdad? Ish. ¿Qué estoy mandando? Ya. Modo hardcore. Ir a su puta boca y matarlo.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life.
Ya está.
But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We
Perfecto.
could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many...
Who's this? A Quarian?
What are you up to, Shepard?
Ah, y los otros.
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was
Flotilla.
on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
Sí, bueno.
It
Yo,
is a
yo no.
tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
Con mucho
My
cuidado.
people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon.
Papaya.
Maybe it's some kind of
Muy
Prothean
observador.
technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Eso me suena.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the Memory Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
Que digamos, saben lo que existieron.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
No se lo digas, claro.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
Anderson, son aquí una cosa.
That's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
Matarla.
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll
Puedes
take all the
verte.
help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
No sé quién llevas. Vaya, ¿quién será esta? A ver, ¿qué misiones me quedan? Tengo que hablar con este. Entregar la información a la portera. Yadet estaba en el Sisek. Me subí de nivel. Y tengo nuevas cosas. Debería quitarme mierda de inventario. Endurecimiento. Campeón de escudos. Eso no está mal. Este me gusta. Este lo voy a poner en la regen. Y a ti pues esto mismo. A ver, voy a hacer limpieza de armas. Es peor. Estas son peores también, sí. Pistola se lo llevo yo. mejor hay uno mejor. No. Y esto da igual. Esto ya del arma. Igual para el sniper va bien. ¿Qué puntería máxima? No sé si van a puntería. A ver. Esto lo puedo mirar en verdad. Bueno, la puntería en principio no veo nada que mejore. Esto pues poco, yo que sé. Tampoco mejora mucho, pero bueno. Estos mide el calor personal. Ah, esto es... Tenía las radioactivas. ¿Tú qué tenías? Orgánica. Una química. Vale, pues ya está.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
I'm concerned with the living, not the dead. I don't have time for this.
No quería decirle
I
eso.
understand. You have... If you do have time, however, Mr. Bosker is the man... Thank you for your time.
No quería decirle eso, pero vale. Vamos al bar, que está aquí al lado. Si mal no recuerdo era este. Sí.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard.
No.
Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance.
Okay,
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
Tú mismo, te vas a volver.
You know who and what I am. If I want Nirali Bhatia, I can get her.
Commander, I don't think threats are necessary. Even if the body were here on the Citadel, would you really risk going in shooting to get it?
The Marine's name was Nirali Bhatia. If you want to cut her up, you call her by name.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you.
Ay, ay.
Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Madre mía, repetida. Ya no subí de nivel. Ah, he visto eso. Entrenamiento de asalto. ¿Esto qué hacía? Daño cuerpo a cuerpo. ni subiendo así variado.
Shepard, what can I do?
No,
Goodbye,
no tiene nada nuevo. Lo que hacer también es subir un poco el volumen, que ahí me di cuenta que estaba un poco bajo. A ver ahora. Creo que está un poco fuerte, pero bueno. Luego probaré y si veo que está fuerte lo bajo.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
Ya me he ocupado del asunto.
Your wife is coming home, Mr. Bhatia.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
A tu casa. Vale. La reportera, el fan. Nos queda el mercado ahora. No es posible, no. Voy a pegar centro médico, que está más cerca. Más o menos está igual. ¿Y esto qué es? El Presidium. Y por aquí no había... Rapid Trans... Flux, claro. Falta un... Alba no ido.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Me debes más.
I had to kill people for these discs. They're worth more than you're offering.
I didn't tell you to kill Fist. But you're right. I suppose that I did ask you to help me, so... Here, this should be more than adequate.
Intimidando a los
Now, if you'll
periodistas.
excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Fotos de gatos. Aquí no sé qué había. Ojalá haya alguna misión secundaria. Imagino.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... sorry, I don't want to bore you with my problems.
Dímelo una vez y de
I'm
golpeas.
interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSAC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
I assume CSEC is protecting her?
Por supuesto.
Can't watch her all the time. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
You know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just
Would
how...
you? That'd be great. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
¿Ya está? ¿Esto qué es? Cosas de apuestas. Mira, cuidado.
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
Es otra misión. Ya empecé por venir. Hombre, que se acaban las misiones. Ya tanto de chorra. Ajá, ni me sonaba que la tía, una camarera de una misión. No sé cómo la empezabas.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking
Sí, gritándolo ahí en medio.
about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Tough girl.
Joder.
I'm busy. The other waitresses can help you.
Me gusta darme pasear.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
¿Sí?
Are you talking to me?
No.
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What the hell was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Vale. Entonces voy a ir a la torre con el consejo.
Come on.
Está en el mismo sitio, Anderson.
Presenting the Quarians' evidence to the council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
Bastante fácil.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Otra traidora.
She must be working with the Geth too.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
Bueno, tampoco los viste.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
Ah, no?
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Pues a
We can
mí.
take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a
Hombre,
traitor.
eso que te
I've
enfrentaste.
proven myself.
Ni siquiera lo viste.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Oh, wow.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
¿Tienes alguna pista?
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Eso es.
Henderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Entrenamiento. Comprar motivado. A comprador motivado. Descuento en tiendas. Ah, esto es para... Ah. La mierda. No es que haya a subirme primero. A subir esto. Si no sube más. Entonces puntería y eficacia de ataques. A subir así entonces. Ya estaría.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre.
Efecto masivo.
I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
¿Quién eres? No sé ni quién eres.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
Sí, bueno.
I appreciate that, Commander.
Ya
I
veremos.
was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
¿Y esto qué es? ¿Esto? ¿Marines? Posible.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
¿Qué nave? Yo no tengo nave. ¿Dónde estaba? Aquí. No estaba muy lejos. El mercader creo que estaba aquí.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake.
Oh, vaya.
System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Me da igual.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
A ver qué vendes tú. A lo mejor es el Nipper. ¿Cómo saben? Estos son 300.000. Uf. Pistola, sí, básicamente es. Y estos son 10.000. Una herramienta. Pues vaya, tiene ahí de nuevo. ¿Dónde están las misiones aquí?
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
Eso me temo.
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But
Pues claro.
well, if you say so.
Por la ciencia.
Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Ah, tu casa.
Hello, Commander. Detective Shelley, come into my office. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Watch your tone, Chelik.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help.
¿Qué propones?
It's nice to see you're still working all the angles, Chelik.
It's part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
Necesitas patético.
Come on, Chelik. Do you really need a little human girl to help you solve your case?
Okay, maybe you're right. She's not really cut out for this anyway. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Where can I find this Jax?
¿Dónde está Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels at your... Good luck, Commander.
Ojo, subo de nivel. Puta madre. Ah, se me sube la vida. A ver... Aquí he terminado, sí. Vale. Aquí al mercado inferior. Más paseos. Coño, no está, siempre doy aquí. No sé por qué. Esto no lo escaneé, sí.
Welcome back, EarthClan.
Show me what...
¿Tú vendes algo nuevo? No. ¿Y el tío este?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Tampoco.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Por supuesto.
Come here to look.
Show them the merchandise.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Mejor no.
I'll just take the weapons.
The hell are you playing at?
Es una broma.
Sorry, Jax. This is the end for you.
Not now, Shepard.
Uy, uy, uy. Esto se complica. A ver, atacar a este. Ah, no puedo hacer que ataquen. Tú atacas a este. No. Tú atacas a este y tú a este. Venga, me monta, hijo de puta. Yush, tiraco. Nos han puesto. Ah, tengo que ir a hablar con el tío otra vez. Y creo que esta es la última misión ya de esta zona.
What the hell happened down there, Commander?
Jax needed killing. Here's your shipment.
You've put me in a bit of a bind here, Commander.
Pues te jodes.
See yourself out when you're ready.
Me queda esta. Que paso de buscarla. El fan que está no acaba aún. Y los cuidadores. Cuenta de atraque. Ah, mira, estoy aquí bien. No sé, es que ascensores, pero aquí hay dos. ¿Es ese o ese? Bueno, lo tengo que poner aquí, coño. Es este. Ya por adentro.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their
Otra misión.
teams has gone missing.
Puedo escuchar la radio.
When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Madre mía, sensores. Un segundo antes, ¿eh? Creo que por aquí hay un... Sí, ahí está. Bien, cuidador. Se lo por aquí. No, vale, no.
Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Vaya.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren's not going to get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse.
Suicidio es al final, hombre.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Ya estoy en ello.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Es tu trabajo.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Que te calles.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance Intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere.
Vaya.
Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
No sé, se preguntó. No sé por qué se va otra vez.
Bueno,
suficiente.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Vayamos a mi nave.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Chamo breve, no puedo mentirles.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
No me esto sola.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. The Captain will be proud.
Él ya no importa.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the Captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, sir. Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right, see you. Commander,
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you?
Conocer a la tripulación.
You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles, my bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Como haces tu trabajo pues con las manos.
I'm not trying to make you
whatever you want, Commander.
Suficiente.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Yo no puedo hablar con el Presidí. Aquí no hay nada. Está en mi cuarto, ¿no? Que yo recuerde. ¿O no? ¿O aquí no se puede cambiar la ropa? Igual no. Igual en el 2. ¿Dónde lo meten?
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
And we were on the scene faster, Commander.
Kaiden no quiere hablar. Y... ¿cómo dice?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my...
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Pues vaya, qué suerte tiene. Más ascensores. Como le gustan los ascensores en este juego.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head
What
out?
have you got?
Whatever you want. Well, as long
Why should I pay you for
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more.
Let's see what you've got.
Bet, Commander.
A ver, ¿qué tiene este? Supongo que todo, ¿no? Lo he comprado. Sí, unas cosas de espectro. Y tonterías varias.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
Bet, Commander. Looking for supplies?
A ver, esto no vende armaduras.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
What are licenses?
Manufacturers sell... I already...
Oh,
many
sí.
of the best licenses...
Not right now.
Tutorial de licencias.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Sí, porque a veces se escuchan las voces tan flojas.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Puto amo. Garrus.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Pues estate más atenta.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind talking...
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
No quieren hablar.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
O sea, intentar matar a los humanos.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger.
Bueno, muriendo no. No. Se pueden tener hijos.
Interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Venga, la última.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Sí, claro.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
No, tampoco ha sido para hablar contigo, la verdad.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They're great, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking
Son como los chinos.
Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
You had to know it would blow up in your face.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought.
Hasta que despertó en la cara.
One thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input.
Entonces.
Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
No entero de nada.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. General order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not todos.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I should go.
See you later.
Suficiente charla. Cosa, ya me hago con todos. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Artemistado. Artemistado en Container. Aunque igual lo dejo por aquí, en vez de irme al planeta. Me choco. Ni me acuerdo cómo eran los botones. Ven aquí, creo. Canosos. Es cero, es aquí. ¿Verdad? Sí. Pues nada, voy a dejar aquí y mañana seguiré. Que tengo que hacer unas cosillas. ¿Esto qué es? Un Banshee. No me interesa. El códice fuera también. Pues nada, mañana seguiré con el Mass Effect. Hasta luego.